Hey everybody, it's Alexis with Create Your Future, and I am back today with a brand new video, a new, awesome, and very inspiring success story, and also just some general tips and tricks about your belief systems and how that could be creating a block to your manifestation. Before I get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the bell icon in the box below and you get notified every time we post new videos. All right, so this success story client has a lot of similarities to clients that book their first one-on-one sessions or that I talk to in general. And that was that she had a lot of generalizations that she thought about the opposite sex that were working to her disadvantage in her relationship. Now, this applies to you if you date the same sex or whoever you date. Just generally speaking, until we kind of get a handle on our mindset, we're not really familiar with, or we don't know what's happening behind the scenes in our beliefs or our general assumptions about the general public. So, for instance, this client, she had a lot of negative thoughts about men and Whoopi. Our channel is family friendly, so I don't want to say the SEX word. Okay. So she had a lot of negative assumptions about men, what men need, what satisfies men. And you guys, none of it's true, right? Unless you believe it to be true. I'm going to say that one more time. It is not true unless you believe it to be true, right? And we want to make sure that we're not giving negative meaning to things that work against us, especially in love and relationships, if that's something that you're working on. Okay. So I'll get into it once I read her success story. All right. So, dear Alexis, thank you so much for all your help with recreating my SP and manifesting the relationship of my dreams. Just to go back a little bit, we had been in no contact for about 10 months, and now he is calling me, he's texting me, he's asking me to be in a relationship with him. I feel amazing, I feel beautiful, I feel wanted, and I feel desired. Thank you so much for all your help in manifesting this. I can't wait to see what unfolds, and I can't wait to manifest it further and to see how the relationship goes, knowing that I am the creator of my reality. I understand now that so many of my negative assumptions, negative beliefs, and negative thoughts about myself were creating behind the scenes in the back of my mind, and that I was also thinking negative thoughts. And before I had booked coaching, I was doing affirmations from a place that were of lack. Thank you so much for your help. I couldn't have done this without you. And I really appreciate all of your support through my process. Okay, and she just to keep it confidential, I'll leave out the other information. So, okay, so what are our belief systems, right? What are our assumptions? I've said this in previous videos, but it's true that your beliefs and your assumptions are the same thing. So in integrative psychology, we say beliefs. In the law of attraction, law of assumption world, we say assumptions. So it is anything that you believe to be concrete or anything that you assume to be true about the opposite sex. So, for example, this client, before we did coaching, she had an assumption and she had a belief that she needed to do whatever the SP wanted her to do in the intimacy region in order for him to like her. Okay. So this is a common belief that I think a lot of clients of mine have, and that a lot of people have too, that you kind of have to do whatever the other person wants in order to like sexually satisfy the other person in order to feel like you're accepted in the relationship. Okay. So I said this to her. I said, okay, well, we're manifesting for ultimate love, commitment, connection, chemistry. Now, the SEX stuff, the intimacy is always part of that, but our connection, our chemistry, our undying love for someone is generally not based just upon the SEX. And if it is, like, would that really be long lasting, right? Like, is that really enough for a marriage or a relationship or something to last into, the eons of this lifetime and this human experience? Okay. So once I said that, she said, oh my gosh, I had no idea that I was doing my mental diet. I was doing my affirmations from that belief system. And I said, yeah, like this is something to think about. So we decided that the workaround for this was that I got her to practice living in the end of the relationship with him, where he was adoring her, he was cherishing her, in intimacy wise, but in all areas of life. So that meant spending time together, doing things together, her meeting his family, right? But what would that feel like if she was already the girlfriend, if she was already in that zone? So that's why our dear Neville Goddard talks so much about living in the end. The feeling is the secret, because she began to be in the living in the end of the fulfillment of the ultimate desire of the relationship. And I had mentioned this in previous videos, and I've had a lot of clients also practicing that. And everybody seems to be getting a lot of peace and serenity when they can access that living in the end state, and when they can access the zone of already being there. And it makes everything happen, you guys, so much quicker, so much faster. So if you're someone that's been doing a lot of intentions, you know that your mental diet's on point, but that you still want to see a rapid change, this is always my go-to. It's always my answer that I practice a lot in my personal life, is to go to, I am already the person that has the desire. I'm already the person that is adored, that is cherished, that is wanted. I'm already living in that end. Now, what would that feel like? There in that end, right? There wouldn't be a bunch of negative thoughts. You wouldn't be having to figure out a bunch of things in your mind. You wouldn't be having to switch a bunch of thoughts to what you want, because you would be experiencing that which you want. And it gets a little bit metaphysical and it gets a little bit energetic, but it really is helpful to get yourself into the state that is in the end, not just living in the end of it working out right and that you're together, but being in the end of that true, beautiful relationship dynamic that you deserve and that you want. Okay. So remember too, that you don't want to hold true to be true, and you don't want to give meaning in your reality to things that aren't working in your favor, right? So start to think about, what are my general assumptions? What are my general beliefs about the population that is my SP? If you're doing SP manifesting, right? If you're a man and it's a woman, what are my assumptions about women, right? Are they X, Y, and Z? You could even make a list. That's an idea. You could make a list of all of the negative beliefs or negative assumptions as a way to kind of flush it out. And then you want to decide, who do I believe women to be now? What do I want to decide? What do I want to reiterate? What do I want to think new thoughts about? And then go from there. Because remember too, that thoughts that you think repetitively give you your assumptions. Thoughts that you think repetitively give you your beliefs. So the thoughts that you think currently are from assumptions that you have about the population of the SP. Those are beliefs that were from reiterated thought that were thought over and over again. You get where I'm going with this? So it really helped her, though. Her blocks were more about general assumptions, general beliefs that she held about men. So once she kind of flushed those out, right? And she decided that men in her reality were kind, appreciative, always there for her, on her side, had good things to say, gave her compliments, spent time with her, then it was easier for her to affirm that SP loves spending time with me. SP loves and adores everything about me. All that SP thinks about is me, because she wasn't going against those negative beliefs. Okay. So that's my tip and trick for today, you guys. Try to get in a living in the end where you're already in the relationship. Think your thoughts from there. Think your affirmations from there. And then make sure that you're on point with thinking your thoughts. Like I talk a lot about relationship dynamics, the relationship, the connection, the chemistry that you have with the SP is so important, because, you know, we're creating your relationship here on purpose. We're consciously creating, with your mental diet and with creating your reality, we're consciously creating the relationship that you want. So go higher. Go for the gold. Make it more of a dream relationship, because you can. That's the beautiful thing. So just a reminder that every day your thoughts are creating, moment to moment, your thoughts are creating, the meaning that you give to things is creating. Just make sure, please, that it's all working in your favor. And just a reminder before I get going that we're still having our contest. So every time that you let us know in a comment about how law of attraction or law of assumption has helped you change your life, you get potential to win one of 3 free coaching sessions. All right, you guys. So also in the link below are all of my, all the information about my hypnosis audios, how to book one-on-one coaching with me. If just like this client, you want a little bit extra help, I'm here to facilitate that and help you along the way so that you get your manifestation and you create with your SP exactly what you deserve and exactly what you desire. All right, you guys. So I'll see you in my next video. Make today awesome. I'll see you soon. Bye.